are. This is the back of Hemel Hempstead, and if you stay here you have to pay to park. It's pretty quiet overnight. Show you the front of my place. Hey, Travelodge log back once again. Of course, myself, AdamB. It's the Travelodge log. We're at Hemel Hempstead, and we just come in. It's late now. We've just been out. Well, it's not that late, but we've just been out and had a few drinks down the pub, down at the Full House, which is a Witherspoons, and it used to be an Odeon cinema apparently. So that's kind of interesting, isn't it? Just a quick review on what it's like here in the evening, or about 2 o'clock in the morning it is now. We've obviously got Super Casino on because, well, we've got Martingale going. Of course, we have earning about 100 day off Martingale, so that's kind of cool. This is how we roll at sort of 2 in the morning. We've got, you know, the keys and everything I need just laid out here. It's laid out nice and neat. What we can do sometimes is we can just line these things up, and we can just, you know, we can just lay them out. The old Ford key and the old the keys here, depending on what shape you want or how you want this to look, you can just lay these out. Funny thing is, in this one in Hemel Hempstead, is that the key is an actual key. Obviously we're going a lot of these Travelodges, and as you know, some of them are a swipe card. And we've got everything here at 2 in the morning, the best place for 2 in the morning. You know, if we really want a bacon and a cheese muffin, it's £3. Just want to say what happened when we got in. It's kind of interesting really, because what's better than getting a bacon and cheese muffin, or a cheeseburger muffin, £3, mozzarella and tomato panini, £3. It's better to get some chicken and chips. We just this is how we roll. It is the luxury lifestyle. It's you get some chicken and chips, and I haven't finished it because it was too much, because you can get a good deal down the road because everyone's selling pizzas and chicken for about £5. So, you know, I'm fat enough, but you know, enough is enough. Have a bit of it and just throw the boxes on the floor. That's how we roll. Okay, so this is Hemel Hempstead. Like I say, we've got the Super Casino on, we've got the laptop running, and we've just been watching The Big Bang Theory. I mean, I'm not being funny, but this is luxury. You imagine this. There's no council tax, there's no TV licence, there's everything. But all of this does have sometimes a sinister side. And that's the important thing about Travelodge, is sometimes there's a slight, small, sinister side. Now, when we came back from the pub, I'm going to tell you about this, and this is something that, sorry about this, is something I don't know whether to go right deep into or not. It's kind of difficult sometimes, isn't it? Like I say, we're in Hemel Hempstead, and you know, what do we say? How do we explain what goes on in these places? Because I don't know if you know this, but in Travelodge a lot goes on. It's one of these places which looks very quiet, but the things that go on are enormous. There's so much going on, it's unbelievable. Now I'm going to try and quickly tell you about some of the things that have gone on tonight. Just when I came in, that's not when I went down the pub or anything else like that. I'm talking about just about a lot of the things that went on when I came in. Okay, now I have to, like, the reason I'm trying to talk a little bit quietly here is because you have to be careful about what you say about this. Okay, let me just get myself together and realise the enormity of what we're going to talk about here, and what we're talking about, what's been happening. Okay, so like we say, we went down the Witherspoons, and we're back at Hemel Hempstead. We'll just show you out the window. Actually, it's dark, so I don't know whether we'll be able to see on this camera. Right, I'll just get my reflection. Let's turn these lights off. 1 second here. How to keep casino on for the old Martingale. Oh, it's a slightly less than adequate view on this one, and that's how I would say it for the viewer. This is at night. This is the view you get at night. We've seen a few streetwalkers a little bit earlier. Now, if you don't know what a streetwalker is, there was a couple of girls in some very, very short skirts, and let me just tell you, they approached me, and basically offered me some things I didn't quite know about, but there were some things I did. I'm getting old now and I'm getting a little bit on, but they did offer me some services. They also asked me whether I preferred shaved or trimmed. Wasn't quite sure what that was about, but that's something else. There was also something else happening when I got back. I was also offered some drugs right at the door. Well, actually, it wasn't right at the door. I must admit, Travelodge wouldn't allow that. It was just up a little street, just round the back. And I was surprised about this, because the deal that was offered me was not a good deal. I tell you now, you can get a much better deal in other places. Anyhow, I'm just you can see what's going on here. We've got the local boy races, we've got the Vauxhall coursers, we've got the they're all gone. But yeah, I tell you what, these girls with these short skirts did look good, I must admit. I'm quite surprised around here actually with Hemel Hempstead. I'm quite surprised about it. But all in all, I think that it is a good location. I mean, you've got the stained bricks of the Marlow Centre, and we was in the Marlow Centre earlier on today, and most of the shops are closed down. But you know what? I don't mind looking around a shopping centre of closed down shops. It's not too bad, is it? The ones that were open, well, there's a couple of card shops, and Argos is in there as well, so that's not too bad. Oh, and actually a branch shop for Virgin Media. So that's a good one as well. Anyway, this is Hemel Hempstead. It's 2 in the morning. We're just relaxing in the room at Travelodge, and we love Travelodge. This is the Travelodge log with myself, AdamB, and yeah, it's kind of cool. There's a van down there. Anyway, it's getting a bit dark, so we will be onwards and upwards next week. Of course we will. Every single week we're going to put up a review. Oh, should we have a look at the bathroom in this one? Just quickly. It's funny with Travelodge really, because they were supposed to be the same, but they never are. It's not too bad, this bath. It's a little bit short, they always are. But not too bad. There's a nice caution sign there for you. Okay, myself, AdamB. It's the Travelodge log.